Hey guys, this is Paul Lentz making another video, and this time I am going to talk about um, the conflict between um, Palestine and Israel. Before October 17th, I have to say I had some sympathy towards the Palestinians. You know, it's like, you know what, Israel's got their own country. Why shouldn't they have their own country as far as Palestinians? And then October 7th happened. And as a result of October 7th, a number of things happened. The Hamas went all the way into Israel, and they basically kidnapped a bunch of Israeli women, raped them. In particular, one 19-year-old girl was paraded down the streets of Palestine after she'd been gang raped. And while she was being paraded down the street, thousands upon thousands of Palestinians in Gaza were chanting Allah Akbar while this woman was being spit on, hit on, and then eventually she was pushed into a jeep and sped off to another gang rape and likely murder. I'm sorry, but when I saw that shit, I was like, you know what? If I gotta hear Allah Akbar one more time, I'm gonna fucking puke. Afterwards, it came out that these Hamas went in there and they, cut the heads off of babies, burned the elderly, and kidnapped more women to no doubt gang rape. You know, Islam likes to talk about how, it's the righteous religion, how it's better than the other religions, how the West is corrupt, you know. But what's the first thing Muslims do when they go in and encounter women who aren't Muslim? They gang rape them. Really? Allah couldn't give you enough strength to fucking not rape these women? It's unbelievable, man. I got no respect for these fucking, savages is what these people are. They're fucking savages. You know what? Israel has every right to defend itself. I actually spent the last couple of weeks reading about what's happened in the past. And an argument can be made that the Palestinians got kind of screwed over a little bit. But you know what? Life ain't fair, okay? Life ain't fair. The Native Americans got kind of fucked over here in America. But you know what? They realized after a certain point that they never was going to get back America, and they had to make the best deal for themselves, which is what they did. They got some land that they can, control and be their own people. They can self-govern, and they got casinos. I'm not saying it's right that that's all they got, but you know what? Because the money that casinos bring in is a lot better than nothing. Imagine the Middle East, Palestine or Gaza being the Las Vegas of the Middle East. All the jobs, the tourism, all that fucking money coming in. But you know what? They act like it's the year 623 instead of the year 2023. So, you know what? Israel should just bomb these motherfuckers back to this fucking Stone Age. And so they can live like it's 623. No electricity, no running water, no infrastructure. I mean, the Palestinians brought all this shit on themselves. They voted for Hamas to get into power in 2007, basically forcing Israel to implement this horrific blockade that's, really laid things tough on the Palestinians. But let me ask you this. If Israel had not implemented this blockade, how many more weapons of mass destruction would Hamas have if Israel had not implemented this blockade? They forced their hand. Israel's trying to fucking survive. And what happened on October 7th? It's unfortunate that the Israelis have to bomb and some of the bombs are hitting, innocent civilians. But you know what? If I'm a Palestinian and you're an innocent civilian, you know what? Look in the fucking mirror if you want somebody to blame for the atrocities that happened. Because you motherfuckers voted Hamas into power. Israel's doing everything it can to defend itself. Unfortunate. But I hear these media people talking about savage. You know what? No. I'll tell you what savage is. Raping. Cutting off the heads. Burning the elderly. All Israel's doing is just bombing Hamas targets, and Hamas is a bunch of cuck cowards who hide behind mosques and apartment complexes and hospitals. Well, you know what? That's tough shit. Tough shit. You know, if you guys don't like it, then you know what? How about you work with the Israelis to fucking snitch on these motherfuckers and get these people out of your own country? But you guys ain't doing that because you know why? Because deep down, the average Palestinian supports Hamas. So until Palestinians do a deep dive and look in the mirror, about their ways, particularly when it comes to acting like it's the year 623 instead of 2023, I don't feel sorry for you motherfuckers. Anyway, that's it. And I'll post another video, not too distant future. And, I'm looking forward to Israel's invasion. And I hope that they will go in and exterminate the fuck out of these fucking Hamas cuckfucks.